Alright, I was hoping to make this a relatively fast video. This is how to do cooling hoses on a 2008 Ford Edge 3.5 non-turbo V6 with the tow package. They should be the same for any Ford Edge that has any 3.5 V6 non-turbo. If you have a 4-cylinder, I don't know if this will be the same. And if you have a 3.5 V6, it's not the tow package, it'll be very similar. First things first. When you go to do this, you gotta drain the radiator out. So first thing I did, what you wanna do is jack this up. I went right onto the frame, jack it up. You're going to need to remove these plastic clips and then these 5.5mm screws. That goes on, let me get my flashlight. Okay, those hold this thing on underneath, okay? Now, mine's all fucked up, so I just moved mine out of the way. Then, from the bottom, there's a petcock, which is that guy right there. You can get from the bottom very easily. Just easier to show from the top, though. It's a 19mm or a 3/4. It is plastic. So you want to crack that open. Pretty decent amount until it starts coming out. Get a drain pan underneath there. I took the cap off of that to make it easier to drain. Now, here's where I'm going to give you guys tips and tricks. Obviously, I've got mine off already. I had to get this done, and I didn't have time to try and hold the camera and finagle everything. I also did a thermostat in here. I bought the overflow hose, upper and lower hose, thermostat, and new cap, okay? Really fast, radiator overflow, Gates at your port number 23855. I got this off either Rock Auto or Amazon. I went through Amazon and Rock Auto. This is I think this is the upper. Yeah, this is the upper hose. This is a Daco 72454. Thermostat from Stant. Those are numbers there. This is the lower hose from Gates 23447. Then I got an OEM Motorcraft coolant cap. There's your part numbers on that. This is the factory replacement. Okay, so the reason I'm replacing these hoses, thing has 205,000 miles on it, and it's a 2008. They're old. I don't trust them. I spent probably around $200 off Rock Auto and Amazon for hoses and then clamps, thermostat, the cap, all that, nonsense. Now, if you have the tow package, okay, the tow package, what makes that different from the non-tow package is on the tow package you have these extra hoses, okay? Same with right there. If you don't have the tow package, your hose will just be from here all the way up to there, okay? You just won't have this extra hose, and same with this one. You won't have this piece, you'll just have from there across. You'll know if you have the tow package because if you look at your vehicle to begin with, you'll see a whole bunch of hoses that will go down there. Well, not a whole bunch, two, but so basically what you do, once you get the coolant draining, pull out your air box. The way you get the air box out is there's going to be a 8mm or 5/16 or a flathead clamp. Take that off, okay? And the air box itself just has these clips you just undo, and then you got to unplug the mass airflow sensor. This connector there I just took off right there, and then there's another hose that'll clip into there. Yank that all off. The lower part where this goes, mine's all bucked up too. This thing here sits like this, and then that sits there. 8mm screw, bolt, whatever, 5/16 will work too. Then you just pull it out and get out of the way. Okay, so now you can access the two upper hoses. The hose that goes over here is technically your upper, and that goes and shoots over to there. This is your lower, that then goes to down there. With the tow package, the one that comes off of the lower goes and connects to this right there. This is part of the tow package system. And then for the upper, we'll end up going right on that guy right there for the oil cooler. So that's how that's going to work out. Now, this is the other hose I was telling you I got to unplug from the intake box. When you get all this stuff out of the way, get the coolant draining out. You got these stupid fucking spring clamps that I hate. I'm going to tell you right now, the stuff I use to get these off, brand doesn't matter. I use this normal pair of pliers like that. So big channel locks. However, on the lower hose, down there, that thing sits in there so far, I couldn't get anything in there. I had to use this fucking snap-on spring clamp dealio, which I had to use that to turn the clamp to get up so I could use the pliers to get it off. I tried upper and lower going to get it and would not come off, so finally I had to finesse it and got it off. If you don't have one of these, like everybody sells them, different brands, they're not that expensive. I would say probably buy one and have it in case you need it, and then if you don't need to use it, take it back. So did all that. To get the overflow hose off that goes from there to there, you have to pull out your cooling fans, which seems like a pain in the ass. Honestly, it's not. This harness here clips in with these fucking clips on top of your cooling fan right there. Unclip it, move it out of the way. It's a lot easier to get down there to get that hose off with the fan out of the way. So if you want to put your fans out, then you won't need this. If you want to leave your fan in, you're probably going to need it. I, at the time, did not realize I had to pull out the fan to get that hose off. So I probably could have gotten that off much easier by having the fans out. So I pulled the fans out. All you got to do for that is there's two 8mm screws, one there. Then at the bottom of this one, mine's broken, but there's a 10 down there that holds this thing to the bottom. Like I say, mine has broken off, so I have not replaced it or fixed it yet because I don't really care, but right there is where the hole would be. So you take all that off, and then there is one connector for the fan. You push this tab in, pulls it out, fan comes out. Then you get right at that hose over there and get that clamp off and then get them all out. Now, at the time, I didn't realize when I ordered the hoses, there's another hose that goes here and then the ones that go down there. So I got a few more to go yet, but for now, these will be good enough. The thermostat, I will tell you this. Thermostat is two 8mm bolts, or screws, whatever you want to call them. If you buy that stat kit, the fucks do not include a new O-ring for it. There's no gasket. There's just an O-ring that sits inside of here that thankfully mine was okay, so I reused it because I need this done. But the pricks didn't include a new one. I don't know why in the fuck they can't just throw a new one in the box and charge you an extra buck. You know, I don't understand that, but so that's just kind of the quick rundown here for the hoses. And like I say, if you don't have the cooling package or the tow package, you just won't have the extra hose that goes on that or down over there. It'll just go straight from here, straight over to that, then from this, straight down to that, and that's it. I will say, this is not hard to do. Anybody really could do it with any... I mean, if you can change your oil, you can do this. Just allow yourself enough time. My screws were rustier than fuck all, so I had to use pliers to get them off because my 5.5 was just rounding them. So just kind of a little tip there for you. But other than that, that's about it. Have any questions about it, message me down below or DM me, whatever. Gladly help you guys out. Like I say, I would have loved to have recorded the whole thing, but I only have 2 hands and fairly need to get this done quickly. This harness also clips into this thing here where you just undo that and it pops out. So, but trying to think of anything else here. Just don't forget to close off your drain cock right there. And if you ever want to know how to do a starter, very easy. Same situation. You can leave the hoses on though. There's starters right there. I've done this once and it's pretty simple. Alternator, if you're wondering, I've done that like 5 times in here. Do not buy the AutoZone alternator, they're junk. But to pull the fans out, alternate comes right out. Well, not that simple, obviously. You gotta take the wheel off too and get the belt off it. But once you really get all this shit out of the way, there's plenty of room to work in here. But all right, I'm out of breath. I'm hot. I'm tired. I gotta get this done, so I gotta go. If you're watching this, thank you. Hopefully it helps you out. Hopefully it gives you guys some insight if you're looking at doing this yourself or doing it in general. Hopefully I can give you enough information here to decide if you want to do it yourself or take it somewhere, or if you want to do it or not. I will say, if you already are pulling your fans out, if you replace your cooling fans, maybe a good time to go ahead and that's one light. Maybe a good time to go ahead and do the hoses while you're in there. I also bought a new thing of hose clamps because I'm not going to fuck around with those spring clamps. I hate those things. So, all right, I got to go. If you're not subscribed, think about subscribing. I would definitely appreciate it. Other than that, we'll talk to you guys later. Hopefully you guys have a good day or night. And I'm going to get a picture of this for my video thingamajigger. All right, we'll talk to you later.